right. We're here with Moses. It's me and Josh. We're here with Moses right now on a podcast. I think Moses, introduce yourself. You think?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? My name's Moses from the old days, and I'm here to talk to you guys.
Hey. So we're gonna ask you some questions, and you're gonna answer them. So explain how you got your name Moses.
Yeah, so I actually got my name Moses because when I was just an infant, my mom was on the run, basically where I was born. They didn't want me alive, and so they were killing all of my kind. And so my mom actually put me in a basket and pushed me down a river next to Egypt, and so the name Moses actually means to draw up from the river. And so yeah, I got drawn up from the river literally, and that is now my name.
All right. Tell us how you were raised.
Yeah, so I was raised in Egypt as a prince. However, I'm not Egyptian. I didn't look like everybody else, but I just kind of went with it. I was raised up in a palace with a bunch of my people from my original ethnicity. They were actually the ones like serving the palace and serving me. And so I was raised as a king, but your boy was not a king at all.
Yeah, I get it. All right. So we're gonna do a segment. We've done this with Noah, Adam, and a bunch of others.
My
It's a
homies.
segment called Dirty Secret. All
Oh
right.
dear.
You gonna tell us the worst thing you've ever done?
Snap. Man, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I had some crazy days in the wilderness, man. Fire down from heaven. We cooked some s'mores on that. But I think my dirtiest little secret, and it ain't so little anymore, or it's not much of a secret, but I actually I killed an Egyptian guard.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
I killed one of my coworkers, if you will. I just just to be honest with you, I just got so tired of seeing the way that my people were treated, and I saw how these Egyptian guards and these Egyptian soldiers were actually like kind of torturing these servants and these slaves, and so I was like, nah,
Dang, bro.
not no more.
You have to get like a teardrop tattoo for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I actually have a couple tattoos, and I contemplated the teardrop, but I didn't want my wife to, forsake me.
Yeah, I get you. All right, we're gonna talk about your new life.
Yeah.
So, how'd that happen?
Well, after my dirty little secret, it's no longer a secret. I fled Egypt, and so I fled um, my palace. I fled my home, and on my way of fleeing, I came across this woman at a well. Her name was Zephora, not Sephora like the makeup, but Zephora. I saw her from afar and ended up marrying her and staying with her for a while. And then after marrying her and being there for a little bit, we were about to dip out and leave. And I was hiking up a mountain and I came across a burning bush. And this wasn't like some dudes took a match and caught this tree on fire. Like there's no chance that could have happened. And it was actually God that was burning in this bush. This bush was on fire, and the fire was the presence of God. And so, in that moment, after fleeing from my hometown and then becoming face to face with a burning bush, that's the presence of God. God begins to reveal to me all of these things, like, hey, you're going to be my mouthpiece, and you're going to go free your people. And I told him, like,
You good, bro? You good?
what was that?
I
Was
don't
that
even know.
God? Was that you? And I came to this burning bush, and God was like, listen, you're gonna be a mouthpiece for me, and you're gonna free my people, or free your people. And I told him, I said, God, I can't be the one to do it. I have a stuttering problem, and I haven't been stuttering much because the Lord has redeemed my tongue, and I went to speech therapy for a little bit. But back whenever this happened, I had a really bad speech impediment. I would stutter, and I was like, God, I can barely get a sentence out, let alone go and free your people and be a messenger in Egypt. And so, anyways, I encountered God in a burning bush, and then yeah, after that, I went back to Egypt, and that's kind of the start of my new life.
All right, so we're running low on time. So we're gonna like speed through this. So we heard that you challenged Pharaoh. Just name those 10 things that you challenged him with.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't know the order, but I mean, I threw some frogs at him. I had some locusts. I had the sea turn to blood. There was lice. There was flies. I threw a disease on their livestock. I gave them boils. God gave them hell, locusts, darkness, and then the last one was the death of the firstborn.
Yeah. All right. So you challenged Pharaoh, and then we know that your people betrayed you. Explain your book Exodus for us. Like, why is it called Exodus?
Yeah, Exodus means to depart. And so when I went and through and for being God's servant, God brought all 10 of these plagues, and then thankfully Pharaoh let my people go, and me and all of my homies, we left Egypt and we exited and departed from Egypt and went into the wilderness. And during this time, I mean, we were in a wilderness. We were going to the promised land that God had promised us, and the Egyptians were actually chasing us down during this time.
All right. So to end it off, where are you now after all that time in the wilderness?
Yeah, well, yeah, you'd think the promised land, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? But I had a lot of deep encounters with God, and I was headed to the promised land, but I ended up not making it on this physical earth. Instead, I ended up being able to see it, but not actually go step into it. And the ones who came behind me actually were the ones that step into it. But I ended up, being into the promised land, which is his eternal presence. But now I'm sitting here chilling with you guys. I don't know how I got here, but
Yeah.
it's kind of like Jesus on the mount with the transfiguration. Y'all just kind of called me down here, and here we are.
Yeah, you don't know the guy yet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a wrap. Huge thanks to Pastor Landon from Freedom Church for being willing to do this. Have a great day, Moses.
Peace.